played last night, remember, so he may be a little more used to the conditions here. Let's see how they get on. We've had a change in the commentary box. It's Alan Warren a little and Stuart Pike.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie. Looking forward to this. Mervyn King awaits the winner in the quarterfinals. Mensure, who, you have to say, easily brushed aside the challenge of a disappointing Ian White in the opening round. And for Nathan Aspinall, new haircut, new darts. I think he's changed his darts for the first time in his professional career. Just tinkering with them, more grip on the barrel. So let's see how he gets on. Should be good. Aspinall in the top 8 in the world, and they're on merit. He will be favourite. But we've seen in the 2 days so far of the Masters in this first tournament of 2021, that counts for very little.
First leg,
it's very important, Stuart, when you do change
on.
equipment. We've seen it so often. Peter Wright, obviously a great example. And the first game you play with those new darts is very important for your own personal belief that you've done the right thing.
120.
Lucky there for Mensah for the max.
Yeah, that was in, and it was out. And you can see certainly the same kind of submarine shape of barrel
96.
on Nathan's darts, but a bit more grip at the back of the finger, the back of the release.
Yeah, if he has a good game, Stuart, it almost distinguishes that thought, doesn't it? That, have I done the right thing, as I mentioned before?
99.
But we will see. Certainly
we'll
got plenty of time to get into the match.
I will see later tonight Michael van Gerwen with new darts as well, so that'll be an interesting view.
100.
In case you are wondering, Van Gerwen and Anderson and Wright and Gerwin Price all in action on Saturday night here at the Masters.
That's 2 in. And the third one stay in the board. Oh, it does this
140.
time, but not in the treble or on the wire, as that first visit was. And it all depends on how much practice they've put in as well, doesn't it, in this
60.
period of time
Mensah
after the
require
World Championships coming up to the
142.
Masters.
Probably as much as you, old son.
25.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of players won't have picked up the darts too often, will they? Chance for a break.
139.
Well, they've had in the mind that they know the Masters is there, and they'll have picked a moment when they need to pick up the practice again. You've got to have a break at some point. 17 for tops. The first leg on hold.
Game shot on the first leg. Mensah Suljovic, second leg Nathan to close first.
Nice little 15 darter.
60.
Speaking to Gary Anderson last week, he tipped Nathan Aspinall to be one of the very, very best. So he loves his attitude, jack in the box on the stage, and he believes that he's
137.
destined to win a World Championship. High praise indeed.
Certainly getting a major under your belt
57.
as well. Didn't have the best World Championship, lost in the third round, but the previous two semi-final places. Final of the Premier League as well.
140.
Yeah, winner on the World Series in Las Vegas too. It's been a roller coaster ride for the young man from Stockport.
140.
Well, Mensah's found the trouble very early in this match.
140.
Good first leg, not a bad second one. 84 left after 9.
Yeah, 3 140s already from Suljovic. Well, we've seen 2 convincing winners already, haven't we? Mervyn King against Rob Cross, James
84.
Wade against Chris Dovey.
Mensah require 84.
You and I both expecting this to be a lot closer.
Game shot on the
Well, there we
second
have
leg. Mensah Suljovic.
84 check out to break
Third
following
leg
a
Mensah
117
to
finish to hold.
Game on.
Looking good for Suljovic here.
Yeah, 15 data followed by a 12, so Nathan Aspinall's had 4 visits to the board
60.
in both legs.
And yet to have a dart and a double, Aspinall. Yeah, as you say, I mean, new equipment.
59.
It's the mental barrier you've got to get over first, isn't it? I mean, when you've used basically the same set of darts for, or the same 2 or 3 sets of darts for 5, 6, 7 years.
135.
It's always taking that next step, because it's a big step, isn't it?
It's that same scenario. If he plays well, you say good decision.
44.
If he gets beat, you question, has he done the right thing? The player does exactly the same thing in his mind. And then he's under pressure the next time he plays.
I also know that Gerwin Price has been working with his darts
140.
manufacturer on one very slight change, but he was undecided coming into this tournament whether he was going to use the new
140.
setup or not. So we'll find out a little bit later again. We see it quite a lot, don't we? We have over the years here at Milton Keynes at the Masters, when players try things out. We've seen players trying glasses out for the first
98.
time, new darts, new setup.
It gives players time to think, doesn't it, after the World Championships?
60.
As we said earlier,
Men's
you
require
know,
68.
players do go away for holidays or have a break, but that can't happen at this moment in time, so there's a lot more thought about your game in the new season ahead. Looking for 3-0 here, Mensah,
60.
but he will return to the board.
Well, may well be.
138.
3 decent darts.
Men's
Too
require
late
8.
for Nathan Aspinall.
One more.
4. Nathan, you
Well,
require
that is
60.
a surprise. 5 missed darts at double from Suljovic for 3-0. This would be a real bonus.
Game shot
For
the
Nathan
third
Aspinall.
leg. Nathan Aspinall.
Takes the
Fourth leg,
pressure off
Nathan
as well.
to
We mentioned
first.
in that leg
Game on.
about the pressure you're under in your own mind when you've changed some of your darts equipment. All of a sudden, there we go.
180.
That's a bit of aggression in his game, does Nathan.
It's like that magic switch has been flicked.
140.
And that'll be a disappointing factor from Mensah's point of view, because all those darts of the double to go 3-0 ahead. Was playing
100.
beautifully at the time, still averaging over 100.
Especially as well after winning the opening 2 legs with those 2 outstanding finishes.
45.
Looking good to go 2-2. Feeling a whole lot better about things.
60.
Still early in the match though. Race to 10.
$100. Nathan, you require 161.
Stay in there.
No point in going for it.
129.
A lovely leg of darts from Aspinall. He's left 32 after 12 to level it up. Remember, Suljovic missing 5 doubles for 3-0.
29. Nathan, you require 32.
Long way off there.
Game shot the fourth
wasn't.
leg. Nathan Aspinall could
All
leg
of a
Mensah to
sudden,
prove
it's
this.
2-2.
$140.
Well, 6 140s already for Mensah. Suljovic reached the semi-finals of the
70.
Masters back in 2018. Jackie was saying Aspinall semi-final here last year. Agony of losing. He was a dart away from winning and lost in the
65.
deciding leg, didn't he? 11-10 to Michael Smith, who then lost 11-10 in the final to Peter Wright. Smith is out. Beaten
41.
in a dramatic game by Adrian Lewis yesterday. Lewis to play Gary Anderson in the first match tonight.
Yeah, we've got some crackers coming up this evening.
140. $140 meant you require 156.
Another one of those. Lovely. Double 18 for 156.
Games from the fifth
Well,
leg.
Suljovic has taken out 3 brilliant finishes. 156, 117 and 84. And in between times he's missed 5 darts to win another leg. But he's still ahead 3-2 against Nathan Aspinall. The 2021 Masters, the big kick-off to the darting year. And we've already seen Mervyn King and James Wade book their tickets into Sunday afternoon's quarterfinals with wins over Rob Cross and Chris Dobie respectively. Suljovic 3-2 up on Nathan Aspinall.
Flag Nathan to throw first.
Aspinall using new darts in competition for the first time. The feature has been the finishing and non-finishing of Mensur. 117, 84, 156 brilliantly. But he also missed 5 darts at double in leg 3 to go 3-0 up. So I think Nathan will be pretty pleased that we're on throw effectively.
100.
Yeah, it keeps him interested, doesn't it? 4-1 down, you're chasing your opponent who's averaging over 100. Things can go wrong quite often.
83.
When there's only one leg in it, especially when you're throwing first. You can soon be under pressure with a couple of big scores from your opponent.
140.
As is happening already in this leg.
Important year for many players for many
100.
reasons, but Mensur's on that list, dropping outside the world's top 20 for the first time in a while. Much to make up this year. The difficulty would be for Mensur, of course,
60.
is to travel. You know, managing that and seeing what's going to happen with COVID restrictions as time goes
140.
on.
Yeah, the Pro Tour, obviously we've got the Q-Skill coming up a week on Monday, and calendar yet to be released, but Pro Tour event is certainly key for a lot of players. And the degree
59.
of difficulty, as we said,
Nathan, you
Stuart, for
require
players
118.
who live out of the UK. About a third of our tour card holders around Europe.
Which makes it even more difficult, obviously. Just wonder whether they may do what the PDC last year with a series of events. Series,
61.
summer series, autumn series, winter series. It seemed to work. 4 or 5 events. Players championship events on the spin. That will be on the list of options, I'm sure.
102. Nathan, you require 57.
Good setup from Mensur. First opportunity at the double for Nathan to level at 3. Can he hit it? One more dart.
Games from the sixth leg. Nathan Aspinall.
Yes, he liked that one, didn't he?
First, game on.
He's not in full throttle yet, but he's at 3-3, so he'll be pretty happy.
But I think those series
100.
of Players' Championship weeks worked. You know, in the circumstances, I thought that they worked so well that, you know, even if there was a clear calendar, it was
93.
It was a good idea to have them all in one group and all the players are together in one place at one time. So, what odds of Spring Series coming soon, I wonder?
Yes, same thing happened last year, wasn't it? It was a case of let's get this
100.
next event out of the way, which is this one, and see what restrictions are there, what can be available.
85.
All the protocols and guidelines used.
140.
The dominant leg here from Suljovic.
93. Meant to require 161.
Almost looks like one of those matches, Stuart, where Nathan's got to hang in there because he's not playing his best at this moment in time. Well, he's not going to go for the ball here.
129.
Back on 230 and then wait for his moment.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's the key. The key phrase, hang on in there. He's got to. Suljovic averaging 102.
140.
Aspinall around 90.
Meant to require 32.
At the moment being outscored and outplayed, but he's still level on throw.
Game shot the 7th leg.
Stays on throw as Suljovic goes 4-3 up. But yeah, 10-11 points between them on the averages, but Aspinall here still very
100.
much in it.
He'll certainly be well aware of that as well, Stu. So make sure in his mind, hold your throw, hold your throw.
Has
played pretty well. Just that one slip in leg 3, as you mentioned, Stu.
140.
Came from nowhere, really, when you think he'd just taken out 117 and 84 in the previous 2 legs. Well, that's that. It can happen to anyone at any time.
55.
Moving right across.
91.
For that very reason, to leave the 170.
He can't leave a finish, but he can certainly put himself within touching distance.
140. Nathan,
okay.
you require 170. $55.
Yeah, disappointing visit again from Aspinall, so maybe 6 darts from here for Suljovic. Oh, this is brilliant pressure. Got to come down, surely.
Only double 16 if he can hit it.
177.
Oh, what a setup
Nathan, you
there.
require 115.
Well, magical from Mensah. But will he get a dart at double 16?
Games on the 8th leg. Nathan Aspinall.
A little tap on the desk from Alan Warner to my left there. That was a brave, superb finish from Aspinall after the magnificent 177 setup from Suljovic.
Yeah, the last 6 darts from Mensah there really put the pressure on Nathan Aspinall, but he responded really well. He knows it's important to hold his throw when you're chasing.
43.
Well, his first match, but is it 12 140, Stuart?
Yeah.
There's quite a few other 134s, 137s.
123.
Look at those averages. 105 plays 92. But Aspinall's still very much in this match.
$85. $59. Meant you require 99.
A few options here. On the conventional way. Big 20 now to leave
59.
tops.
$140. Meant you require 40.
Oh, it's a nudge in front once again.
No score. Nathan, you require
First
136.
down at the tops there was almost too close from the angle that Mensah throws. As you can see, the other two, one was either side, but just not quite dipped enough. Well, this would be a great finish for Aspinall. Oh, that was in. He's disappointed. Look at the look on his face. Doesn't laugh, smile, jump up and down, curse.
Yep.
Knows he would have had a dart at the double.
It was in. Yeah, he can't believe it. Cannot believe his luck.
120.
Well, that is in, yeah. Darting irony
Hence you
for
require
Nathan
40.
Aspinall.
Game shot the ninth leg.
Suljovic
Suljovic
makes no mistake this time. 5-4 to the Austrian.
Game on. $140.
Not the maximum, but he'll be happy with the visit, knowing he has to hold before the break. So again, as we've said all along, to hang in there.
If Aspinall goes in at 5-5, he will be absolutely
100.
delighted, despite that bounce out, which robbed him of a chance of a 1-3-6 finish. Looking good here.
139. $100.
Slipped with the first one. Recovered pretty well.
119.
Recovered very well.
Yeah, good game this.
47. Nathan, you require
Have a look at the match,
103.
which may well go the distance. A double 16.
Game
We're
shot the
12
10th
darter.
leg. Nathan
103,
Aspinall.
his second top-plus finish. Cracking game now. Aspinall scrapping away, smiling. Boy, he'll be happy. It's 5 apiece between Aspinall and Suljovic. Darting action of the new darting year. And Nathan Aspinall and Suljovic 5 apiece in the second round game at the Masters. Mervyn King is through, James Wade is through. The winner of this will play Mervyn King in Sunday afternoon's quarter-finals. Decent game. 2 important ton-plus finishes from Aspinall in that little 5-leg session. Very much keeping him in this.
To throw first.
Been
Game on.
outplayed for the most part by Mensah, but 5 out of 8 on the doubles. Aspinall, the key figure.
It's got that intriguing factor about it, hasn't it?
140. $91.
Good adjustment there from Mensah.
140.
Wonderful adjustment.
Yeah. Suljovic is scoring, Aspinall's finishing. Aspinall joining the party with a second 180. Put a bit of pressure on.
Mensah looking for his second.
140.
That's okay though. 81 when he returns. But he will be under pressure. Hasn't been too much on throw.
100.
Knows in the back of his mind, 130 is very, very doable.
Double 9 for a lovely 12 darter.
63. Nathan, you require
On his
130.
favourite side of the board as well, next to his favourite double 14, but a long way off. So a chance for Aspinall. Needs a treble. He gets it. Needs the ball!
105. Meant you require 18.
That was his chance to go ahead for the first time.
Game's on the
He won't
11th
get another
leg.
one.
Meant to
Suljovic maintains the lead at 6-5.
Game on.
Bubbling up nicely.
'85.
So a good first start there from Nathan. He'll be disappointed with the next two.
'60.
He's certainly found his range now.
These new darts are going okay, thank you very much. For Nathan Aspinall. As his average now nudges 3 figures for the first time. 101 Suljovic, 99 Aspinall.
$140.
Great last dart there, particularly when the dart goes on the floor. Both players in the ton plus zone on averages.
136. Nathan Iwaquine, 96. $56. Mensah require 170.
I'm sure Nathan will just have a little glance over his shoulder to see where this first dart goes. That's okay from his point of view.
100. Nathan, you require 40.
Is it going to be 6 apiece?
Games on the 12th leg. Nathan Aspinall.
Yeah, really good game
13th
this.
leg, Mensah 2 for first. Game on.
The last 8 legs have all gone with throw.
100.
Who's going to get the first opportunity to break? There hasn't been many.
43.
Suljovic broke in leg 2. Aspinall broke the very next leg after Mensah had missed those 5 darts.
140. $96.
If Aspinall wants to give himself any chance of winning this, has got to find a way of breaking Suljovic again. But in the main, Mensah has been very strong on throw.
100. $42. Mensah require 161.
Not the best scoring leg from Nathan, but everything in his favour as he didn't throw first.
$65. $40.
A resigned look
Mensah
on
require
Aspinall's face, I
96.
think, as far as this leg is concerned.
$56.
Tops when he returns for 7-6, and again another good hold of throw.
100. Mensah require 40. Games on the
There it
13th
is.
leg. Mensah Suljovic, 14th leg, Nathan to throw first.
Following the same pattern. Aspinall did have that
93.
one dart at the bull, didn't he, for the 130 in the first leg of this session. certainly the last 6 or
58.
7 or even 8 legs, there hasn't been many opportunities for the player throwing second.
140.
Another for Aspinall. 16 140s for Suljovic, 10 for his opponent. It's been a good game, hasn't it, all round?
$140.
17th.
It's a trouble to leave a finish.
58.
Maybe should start downstairs for Mensa. 303. 719s will leave a finish. And 2 treble 20s now. First start down at the 19s always keeps
59.
the options open.
$58.
Well, 2 poor visits, back-to-back visits as well from Aspinall, so Suljovic could sniff an opportunity, and he is.
Taking it with both hands here.
125.
Big slip with the last
Nathan
one.
Iwuakwa,
Even a single 20 would have been
152.
pretty handy.
Yeah, I just got carried away.
$100.
That's a very
Mensa
important last
Iwuakwa,
start for Nathan
119.
Aspinall. So how about this, Mensa? 119.
Oh, distinguish that with a poor first start.
72. Nathan Iwuakwa, 52.
20 for double 16. Yep.
$36.
Now, is this
Mensa
the key
Iwuakwa,
moment in this
47.
match? The break chance.
$33.
Well, when you want a
Nathan
break
Iwuakwa,
opportunity, you want to
16.
throw at your favourite double, Stuart. Double 14 is Mensa's favourite. He had 2 at it.
Games on the 14th leg. Nathan Aspinall.
Took him 5
15th
down.
leg Mensa to go first. Game
Somehow
on.
it's 7-7.
Well, he's hanging there, but only just on that occasion.
177.
Well, only one maximum, but his power scoring has been pretty good. 177 there. 18 140s, 19 ton pluses.
$140.
Getting closer and closer. Race to 10. You can take this one on throw. Just reduces the opportunities for your opponent.
60. $96. $100.
Leaves a finish.
$47. Mensa Iwuakwa 164.
Darryl Gurney against Dave Chisnall to come. Who will be walking off stage a winner from this one?
65.
Well, that's a strange one.
Well, he knows it.
Well, I think I'll leave myself 99 and put a flake in it.
60. Mensa Iwuakwa 99.
Well, can he have the sprinkles by actually taking out 99?
It will be a Mr. Whippy finish. Well, if he hits it,
83.
I would say he knew exactly what he was doing.
Nathan, you require 158.
But I'm not so sure.
Yeah, method behind the madness. But Suljovic will return to go ahead once more.
43. Menzi requires 16.
This will be for a 12th consecutive hold of throw.
Games on the 15th leg. Menzi Suljovic, 16th leg, Nathan to throw first.
Well, it seems to be one of those matches, Stuart. If there was
60.
You had to win by 2 clear legs, we'll be here tonight. It just seems to have that feel, doesn't it? I said a lot earlier that Nathan can hang in there and hope for his opportunity. It really hasn't materialised, but he stayed there
100.
just about.
$180.
And he continues to do exactly that with his 4th 180.
Especially with just a 60 start, he needed a big score.
100. $81.
Looks like coming down to best of 3.
Unfortunately, 161.
140.
He's the first to finish. Not probably the favourite here, but it all depends what Aspinall hits here. That's not a good start.
50.
Left himself
Menzi
130,
require
but
161.
should have been better.
Maybe not best of 3. That was an error from Aspinall. Now, how handy can Suljovic leave this?
Now's the time to go for the ball.
105.
Not to leave
Nathan, you
99,
require
but to leave
130.
56. Another one for double 5. Double 5 for a 130.
120.
Well, that would have been
Menzi
another
requires
fantastic
56.
finish, but instead to snap the run of holes of throw and to
Games
take a
on the
big
16th
step
leg.
towards the
Menzi
quarterfinals. One decisive blow from Menzel Suljovic, and all of a sudden he's throwing to win the match.
Yes, the crucial leg we've been talking about for
17th
half
leg.
an hour or
Menzi
so.
to throw
It's
first.
finally gone.
Game on.
For the last break
Underway.
before that,
Yeah,
leg 3 was taken to leg 16. And drilling home the advantage, Menzel Suljovic.
180.
wonderful darts from the Austrian.
60.
I think Aspinall would have to concede as well that his opponent has been the better player. And Nathan has done really well to hang on in there for so long, but it looks like Suljovic is on his way.
64.
It'll take a monster effort from Nathan Aspinall to get out
60.
of this one. And starting the leg where you have to stay in the match with 60-60 against the darts isn't what's required. He knows it as well. Giving a frown to the crowd.
40.
Well, 140 is an absolute minimum. Not enough.
60.
Total frustration. 3 visits, 60, 60, 60 from Nathan Aspinall.
Since the maximum in the first visit, Mensa really hasn't hit any big scores, but he hasn't needed to.
140. Menzi require 157. 85.
Well, that's okay. 72 when he comes back. Oh, this is superb response though from Nathan Aspinall.
165.
Well,
Mincy
165
requires 72.
to leave double A. But is it too little? Too late? For the match.
'66.
Well, I suppose the 165, he deserved a shot at this. He put the pressure on Suljovic.
140, 165, he was nowhere in the leg, he was shaking his head, his arms were in the air. All of a sudden the opportunity's there to save the match, and he's done so. Well, still life in this match. Aspinall to throw, to take it to a last leg.
But he started 60, 60, 60.
18th
He was
leg,
absolutely, totally out of it. It just
on.
goes to show the perfect example. You never give up in any leg of darts because you just don't know what's going to happen. And Suljovic started with a maximum, then faded, and then blew it twice.
180.
Fired up now, okay.
Nathan will hope he doesn't do what Mensah just did in the previous leg. Starting with a maximum, and then
59.
didn't take the leg. We love the last leg deciders, don't we? I like to see
60.
the pressure on the players' faces.
Suljovic has missed 2 match darts.
59. 55.
You're kind of mirroring what Mensah did. 180, then not a lot.
'60.
Well, he's got the insurance of throwing first in the last leg, but that doesn't always help you out because the pressure is on both players.
100.
And when you're going into that last leg, not scoring particularly well in the previous one. That's better.
Well, Nathan Aspinall hasn't been in front at any stage in this match.
125. Nathan, you require 106.
Double 16.
82.
Not too much damage done, he would hope.
No.
66. Nathan, you require 24.
A 9 apiece.
Game shot the 18th
So we go with the
leg.
distance.
Nathan Aspinall.
Where's your
19th and
10p?
deciding
Aspinall
leg, Mensah to
against
throw
Suljovic,
first.
coming down to
Game
one
on.
leg for a place in the quarterfinals of the Masters.
We thought he was going to go to a last leg decider, and it looked like it wasn't. Then it was again, then it wasn't. Now it is.
139.
Really good from Aspinall after the poor first dart. Forced him to go to the treble 19. Found its target twice. But here comes Suljovic. Using every ounce of his experience.
Last leg decider on throw, 139, 140.
92.
You're just hanging behind just in case.
Well, as he has the whole match, to be fair.
It's almost one of those matches you don't know what's going to happen next.
'58.
Only 58 then from Suljovic. What's the Aspinall response?
100.
Well, it's not a
Meant to
finish, but
require 164.
it's still in the leg. Can Suljovic leave here? Is the key at this moment in time.
55.
Ooh,
That's back-to-back poor visits.
ooh, now then.
That's the pressure that
And Aspinall
Suljovic is under.
has to feed off that, he really does. He knows he's got an opportunity still, he's still in the match.
58.
Again, yes, he knows it.
Meant to require 109.
Two doable finishes here. But when the pressure's on, that can happen.
Yep.
Single one.
77.
So is this the
Nathan
moment
require
for Nathan Aspinall?
117.
You feel it is now or never. 1-1-7. One dart at tops for a sensational win.
97.
Well, he's waited the whole match for that moment. Head back, can't believe he's
Mensah
missed it.
requires
He's missed that
52.
opportunity. Pressure back on Mensah.
The drama of the darts. Yet to miss double eight. Double four.
Pressure's on.
24.
Oh, it's five
Can't believe
match
it.
darts now. He's had 5 match darts, Suljovic. I don't think Aspinall can believe it. Mensah can't believe
Nathan,
it.
you
We
require
can't believe
20.
it.
Well, in his mind, he thought he was out. He's got to hold himself together here, Stuart. Important, important visit for Nathan Aspinall.
Well, Mensah's head is in his hands.
Game
And
shot
Nathan
on the
Aspinall,
net.
with that dart
Nathan
at double 10,
Aspinall.
wins a thriller. And that dart is the first time and the only time that Nathan Aspinall has been in front in the entire match. Mensah Suljovic blew 5 match darts. It's pitch me season in Milton Keynes. Aspinall wins 10-9.